Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, let's wrap up this bonus series, Apex Automobiles. This one, of course, is the featured bonus series for Aston Martin Valhalla concept, one of the best the game has to offer. And total rewards in this series, there are 81 gold and 81,000 racing dollars available. And of course, the large chunk of that is in that final 100% completion. As you can see here, 33 gold and 33,000 racing dollars. So, yeah, 100% completion requires PR 108.2. And yes, Valhalla concept is the only car that can get anywhere near that PR. As you can see here, the other cars featured here, Apollo Intensa Emozione, maxes out at 100, so that's not an option. And nor is Lotus Evija, which taps out at 99.4 maxed out. So yeah, and even for Valhalla concept, mine is maxed out because we've had a couple of instances already of upgrade sales on this car. Twice this year, I want to say 2024. First instance, I think we got 45% discount, and then second instance, we got 50% discount. I don't see them offering anything higher than 50%, but you never know. Maybe you get lucky. But anyway, in order to meet this PR requirement, you don't need to max out the car. However, you do need to spend some 1135 gold if you're not taking advantage of any discount offers, because you will have to pretty much max out everything except you don't need to get the last drivetrain upgrade, or you don't need last suspension upgrade, and you don't need the last tires and wheels upgrade either. So basically 3 upgrades where there are no 5th tier upgrades available, right? So that is pretty much every category except body and engine as usual. So body and engine you do need to max out, but the other categories you basically need to get 3 upgrades across the board. And the special event, this car was one of those like recommended PR special event car. So called this event was called Victory or Valhalla. So I'll have the link to my playthrough of that special event in the description box below. So when that event comes back as a flashback, you'll have some reference guide in terms of how to win the car with without putting too much resources, gold mainly, on the upgrades. And then you can wait till, they have some generous discount offer, then you can take advantage of that. But anyway, today we also have, I want to say, 60% bonus fame offer. So let's go ahead and get this manager and agent on board. And because my car, yes, I do like this car. It's VIP'd. So I don't need to hire Eric, since I will have instant service on this car regardless. So we got 8 laps at Laguna Seca. And yeah, Valhalla concept alongside Valkyrie. Yeah, I know. Aston Martin, they love their letter V cars, don't they? We got Vulcan. Yeah, exactly. So they're nice. I can't say if I like all of them. So is Aston Martin my favorite brand in the game? I don't know. McLaren's pretty awesome too. But yeah. It's the I mean, if I go by surely the number of cars that I have VIP'd, perhaps Aston Martin does come out on top simply because I have both Valhalla Concept and Valkyrie VIP'd. Whereas I don't have really, let's see, MP4X, right? That's McLaren that I have VIP'd from. That might be the, I think, first car that I got the VIP for many, many years ago. But I cannot think of any other car that from McLaren that I have VIP'd, at least as of right now, as I'm making this video. So, yeah, perhaps. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of an old series, right? It's from season 1, so no drafting, which is kind of unfortunate, because we do like that extra variable. At least I like that extra variable when it is included in these series. There's Evija. You can hear it from the sound of hairdryer, right? Another Evija up ahead. They got great acceleration, but pretty heavy, right? Heavy car, so just gotta watch out to make sure you allow enough braking distance, which is where Valhalla Concept will probably, well, I mean, this is the best car in the series, so I should not have any trouble winning this race, especially with the maxed out PR, you know? Alright, so lap 3, we're up to P6. And between this car and Valkyrie, I do prefer the handling of Valkyrie over this one that we got here. And both are really good. If you have a chance to win it, I would definitely try to, I would recommend definitely trying to win this car. It's a beauty. But between this one and Valkyrie, I think Valkyrie, I prefer Valkyrie, but that's my preference. I feel like Valkyrie just handles a little bit more nimble. But, of course, Intensa Emozione Apollo is really a souped up Ferrari, isn't it? Like FXXK. Alright, so P3, where are the leaders? Okay, I think I spotted them in the minimap just now. So, they're not just fake. There, looks like they're getting stuck behind the cars they're lapping. Alright, so it's one of the things that happens when you have these high lap count races, especially at a circuit that is not like Le Mans length, something that is a little bit more medium length circuit. You're kind of bound to come across the fast leaders having to compete against the cars they're trying to lap. And then, of course, AI engine for controlling these bots, essentially, even the TSM, have a bit of a tough time maneuvering those slow cars, apparently. So here we are, thanks to some slow cars on the track, we managed to get to the P1 relatively easily. Lap 5, so kind of halfway into the race here. Alright. Let's see. And 8 laps here at Laguna Seca will most likely wipe out even the double service bars available for these fully upgraded cars, I think. But as I said, that's okay. We can still... Also, we have 2 other cars, so the other 2 events left on this series don't require you to necessarily have to race this car. So even if I didn't have this car VIP'd, still we'll be able to wrap it up without having to wait for service of a particular car. Anyway, alright, on to lap 7. And so if I were doing a time trial, I'd be pushing a little bit harder. But since, I'm already in the lead, and I am talking while I'm racing here, so probably not exactly getting the fastest lap. In fact, I know I'm not getting the fastest lap. And their opponents, so slow opponents, but opponents nonetheless that you do have to kind of maneuver around, so you know how it goes. Not quite exactly the time trial level of driving. Anyway, here we go, final lap. Almost 50-second or 57-second lap. I wasn't really paying attention to my lap time. I do wish they kept track of your lap time like on the corner of a screen in the game. I mean, that wouldn't be too much, would it? Sort of like they do in like when you watch any of the car races on TV. They generally tell you like, well, they may not keep track of every lap, but you know what I mean. All right, anyway, time to wrap up the final corner. And I was trying to send this sideways, but the grip is too great on this guy. Wouldn't let me. It just decided to stop. I guess you can say that's one downside of this car. Well, and the cost. It is pretty pricey, right? I know. Alright, just one TSM friend shown up there. Pick up a few fame points. Yeah, 13,760 and double and 60%. Thank you very much. All right, yeah, 57,307 was the best lap. And mostly flag bots. Not even the fastest flag bots. Eraser. Nope. Just ever so slightly. So I feel like with that kind of amount of service bars taken out, if I played like perfect, if I raced perfectly clean, right, stay on track, don't hit anybody, I think I may not have gone into the critical condition for this car in the 8 laps around the Laguna Seca here, which is something that you get on the faster cars, because you can kind of, each time you step on the gas, you go faster, covers more grounds, right? Because the amount of service bars taken out is related to how much time you step on the gas, I think. So if you manage to get pushed from behind, well, then you get damaged. But anyway, you know what I mean. All right, let's move on. Hunter? Sure. Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. And should we try the other cars? Evija or Intensa Emozione. Let's do Apollo for this one. Sure, why not, right? We have the car available. Target distance 436 meters ahead of Sylvia, the prey car. All right. And what kind of head start is Sylvia gonna get? Pretty decent amount with this car. 70 seconds. Wow. That is a long time. But then again, Nürburgring Grand Prix, not exactly a short circuit, one of the longest Grand Prix circuits available in the game, right? Is this longer than Suzuka? I think Suzuka is still longer. Oh, hello. Doesn't quite break like Aston Martin here. I'm all over the track. Coming out after a drive racing the Valhalla concept. This one feels very sluggish. Need to be more precise with the braking and hitting the apex. Can't be so. Oh. Yeah, that would be the other downside of Valhalla concept, is makes every other car. Normally, this car is like really, well balanced, pretty good car. It's just that after you got 8 laps of racing with one of the best handling cars in the game, this all of a sudden doesn't feel so responsive, Oh. But nevertheless, and this car, I can send it sideways easily. Yes. And that'll be the upside for this one. A bit more playful. All right. 800 fame points for that effort. And let's continue on. All right, so that brings us to the final event of this bonus series for 33 gold. Here we go. We got head-to-head at Suzuka West. Is it somewhat anticlimactic? Maybe. And for this one, yeah, sure, why not? Let's take Evija out for a spin. And we are racing against a TSM friend. Alright, so this car, you gotta watch your speedometer, because that's nice looking. Makes mine look very dull in comparison. I know I haven't customized any of the cars in a long time, as my playtime has decreased significantly here in recent years, I feel like. Oh, okay, barely made it without hitting the barrier. Yeah, I mean, acceleration-wise, I think this guy is the fastest one in the group, right? The electric engine, or electric motor engine, right? Alright, so yeah, we reached top speed pretty quickly on this guy. But then of course it kind of taps out. But the thing that you have to be careful is you're going faster, and often when you're approaching those corners than you think you are. So yeah, which in like reverse way of thinking about it feels like the car has terrible brakes, but that's not necessarily the case. It's just that you have reached that, high speed so much quicker that you think, brake should be just as effective, but you gotta allow brakes enough time to slow down as well, right? So anyway, you know what I mean. So 57 seconds and change for a lap, quick lap around Suzuka West here for the final gold trophy. All right. There we go. And that is a wrap for 33 final gold rewards from this series. Lovely. All right. Yeah. And here, let's just compare real quick. So acceleration on Evija 1.98 seconds. Intensa Emozione 2.28 seconds. And Valhalla Concept 2.08. Yeah, so definitely Evija is on the top of that chart. Braking distance, or here, let's compare the grip. 2.2G, 2.28G, 2.74G. So that's the difference. 2.74G, this guy grips like no other, right? So after racing Valhalla Concept for a while, these other cars, not bad. I mean, they're both above 2G. They just feel a lot more slippery. You know what I mean? And then, of course, the top speed, Evija taps out at 383 kph. I guess Intensa Emozione actually is lower. I was expecting higher top speed. I stand corrected. And 393 for Valhalla Concept. So top speed wise, as expected, Valhalla does come out on top. But yeah, you know, time, the amount of time it takes to reach the top speed, Evija is way ahead. And then braking distance, another strong strength of Valhalla Concept here, 19.8 meters compared to like 22.6 meters. Once again, not a bad distance. However, compared to the top contender here, it feels like it takes forever. And then Evija 25.3 meters. Okay, so it does have a little bit softer brakes, as well as reaching the top speed significantly quicker than the other two. So, but still, 25.3 isn't bad. It only feels bad after you reach your top speed of 383, like in a flash, right? So, anyway, that's cool. So here we go, another series complete. Apex Automobiles. Thanks for tagging along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.